TK and the AM Bonfire Radio. That was
Hood Love.
Hood Love.
Jasmine
and we were
Sullivan.
kind of discussing, I'd murder the fuck out of you if I had to for TK or anybody that's in the room. Shout out to Aura and Dottie.
Yo, you're
But
terrible.
I won't cuss you out.
I asked Conscious the other day. I said, "Yo, would you curse somebody out for me? Like, would you like give him a good?" But meanwhile, he would murder the shit out of someone.
Because it's a different context. I have no reason to cuss you out because I have nothing to gain from cussing you out. If I'd murder the fuck out of you, it's because you were in danger.
I don't know.
There's nothing that a person could do. You know what I mean? No, not even.
I feel like the cussing out is a more attainable situation.
Yeah, but the cussing out was based upon
like
something
I need that proof.
But an interaction that didn't have to happen. We're talking about like this kind of like mastering, dealing with your ego. I'm not gonna cuss somebody out. There's nothing I need to say to anybody. But if I had to murder the fuck out of somebody because they put you in danger, I would do that. There's a difference. You can't compare why someone would murder someone
if y'all decide
for safety versus ego, me having to cuss someone out because you can't get over some shit.
Yo, check it out, family, real quick. I want to go into this Air Out Wednesday, the first of many. The first of many, Conscious. You ready?
Oh boy.
Let me open up this Clinton talk.
I'm not even ready for it. So you got a whole deck?
Yeah.
You got a folder full of Clinton bullshit?
I have one good, just getting on my nervousness. You know what? So I was out here and I was trying to, I still appreciate Bill DiBlasio, the mayor of New York City, for his stance on not letting police get away with the bullshit. Also talking real talk about, just having a black son and whatnot. But here we go. Because you have a black son, a black wife, black friends, black loved ones, black anything, a black dog, a black car, a black sneaker, anything, just because you have some old...
A black card?
Anything.
Okay. Not the rush card.
Pun intended. But just it doesn't mean that you could be out here saying certain shit and making certain jokes and trying to be cute and with the pandering bullshit. So your girl, Hillary Rodham, was out here...
Because he endorses her. I already told you.
I know he endorsed her. I know. So they came out with some kind of dinner, right, that they do, that the political people do. And, it's weird and it's supposed to be jokey and fun. But you know what? It's not jokey and fun because I told you, white people got a couple things they need to not do in life, right? And sometimes they just don't want to let go. They like, yo, I just want to say terrible shit. I'm going to just be out here because I brought niggas to this land and I till this shit and I own this bitch and I'm going to say awkward shit to make people uncomfortable, right? And I'm like, white people, why can't y'all just not say awkward shit to make people uncomfortable? So anyway, they came out on stage, Hillary and Bill DiBlasio, mayor of New York, and this lady running for president, right?
You're out here, supporting her.
So she one thing, she cute, and she come on stage and said, I just have to say thanks for the endorsement, Bill. Took you long enough, right? Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle.
Okay.
But here go your boy, Bill DiBlasio.
I already know where this is going.
He goes, sorry, Hillary, I was running on CP time. Why, God?
You know what I'm going to say to that? I'm tired of black people always saying that shit.
It don't matter.
I know it doesn't give no white people license, but I fucking hate that term.
I don't want to talk about that right now because you're derailing the shit.
First of all, because time is irrelevant.
Okay, now you're getting all metaphysical. But I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, though, because I'm tired of you saying that shit.
Can I just ask why white people just love to say shit that it's not theirs to say, point blank?
They like to say everything that black people say, good or bad.
Y'all some
They like to do everything that colored people do, good or bad.
Wow.
Why would you think this would be any different?
This is crazy. So meanwhile, some people chuckled, some people gasped. Leslie Odom Jr. from Hamilton, he's an actor. He was on stage with the two, and he just said, I don't like jokes like that, Bill. I love it. So I'm just saying, like, what the fuck? Like,
hilarious.
Y'all just can't let go. Y'all have, like, I don't understand how a people that have this whole shit at their disposal cannot just not say certain shit. Like, y'all just have one thing to do, which is just own this bitch. Y'all own this shit. At the top of the ladder, y'all make the most money. Y'all came here, basically took the land from Native Americans, but meanwhile, some awkward shit y'all can't not say. So I'm airing out
People say what the fuck they want.
a lot of white people, because for the all, you know, the All Lives Matter people are gonna come for me. So a lot of white people for just
Guess
God,
what? I'm still
y'all.
alive. I'm still in one piece. I still have
Two
my spirit
things
and I
y'all
feel
can't.
great.
One
Fuck
thing
them.
y'all can't have in life is just saying shit like black people say it. Just relax. It's not for you. Rihanna shit, that shit not for you. Oxtail, beef patties, all that shit, relax. Not for you. You know why mild beef patties exist? Mild beef patties exist because
not
white people wanted to eat beef patties. It should just be one fucking beef patty, and it's supposed to be spicy.
Now you sound crazy.
No, I'm not sounding crazy.
Now you
I'm
sound
tired of my food being all demelanated
Mild
and shit.
patties exist
Mild
because-
patties exist
because some people can't eat fucking
of
hot stuff.
gentrification. Nope.
Nah, 'cause
Nope. And guess
you know how
what?
many black
When
people
black
I know be like,
people
oh, I don't eat spicy food.
guess
It's
what?
not because of white people.
didn't
It's because
say-
their fucking body.
They didn't
don't
say change
take
that
it.
shit. They didn't say change that shit. They said, well, I guess I'm not eating that shit. And then white people
Nah.
start moving in the neighborhoods
Nah.
and said, well, I want this mild beef patty now. Can you just make it
Now you-
less
now you-
fucking tasty?
now you sound like Spike
Can you
Lee.
make it less delicious?
Now you
Can you
sound like
make it
Spike
less
Lee.
delicious? Or go to a new neighborhood. Go to
You're
a
so
neighborhood
stupid.
where they had some delicious shit. And then when white people move in, everything gets
yeah.
less fucking delicious.
Yeah.
So I don't know
You're
where
the
this
worst
fucking
right
went,
now.
but mild beef patties exist because white people always trying to have some shit that's not theirs. Boom.
Nah.
Hillary Clinton. You've been aired out.
You're just the worst. Let's stick. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
I'm out
Let's
here.
stick to the facts.
Y'all let me go on a tangent. But anyway, I wanted to
Nah,
read
you
some
went
facts.
on it. You went on it.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
You should be,
I'm exhausted.
because that was a lot.
Fucking up the mild, out here with the mild beef patties.
You got
So-
3 levels of beef patties. It's always been like that
Ugh.
since I was a kid. And I didn't know nothing
I
about
don't know about
gentrification
you.
when I was
That's
a
not
kid.
how it's supposed to be. It's a beef patty. It's supposed to be one option.
When you sell beef patties
chicken,
in a package,
vegetarian.
when you sell
That's
anything
it.
in a you know they got mild salsa.
Yo, Haitian people started putting
Did you know
spinach
that?
in their
Did you know that?
patties.
When
That's
you sell
bullshit.
something commercially,
No,
there's
no,
different
no.
levels.
Guess
There's
what?
mild, there's hot,
But
there's extra spicy.
in wherever regular Spanish niggas come from, it's supposed to just be salsa, nigga. It's supposed to be tomatoes and jalapenos and onions, salsa, regular.
Yeah.
That's it. Guess
Yeah.
what? White people was like, I want to enjoy this too. Boom, mild salsa.
That shit don't got
That's
nothing
why I
to do
don't
with
buy
white
that
people,
shit because it's gentrifying my cupboards. I'm tired.
You're ridiculous.
Moving on. Moving on.
Beyond ridiculous.
I'm gonna give you the facts of our ringer, MJ Krantz, short white guy with the vest. He went and he asked his people, why Hillary, why Bernie? I got the notes, I copied and pasted. Here are his findings. Excuse me. I'm thirsty too. I need some tea. So here's what he wrote on the chat room, y'all, so get in there. He said, here's what folks are saying about Clinton and Bernie from those that I've heard from. 1, their voting records are remarkably similar, even if their rhetoric isn't. Ha. So, Clinton has experience running an executive branch department and big things like negotiations with Iran, prisoner release in Myanmar, women's programs worldwide. 3, she was a driving force between SCHIP, the Children's Health Insurance Program, and then he said she has more connections to down-ticket Democrats, meaning better chance of getting more Dems in the legislature and having a better chance of being able to whip votes for legislation she backs, whereas a lot of Democrats don't have good relationships with Sanders. And here's things that folks don't trust Sanders on. Folks, meaning white folks, because we asked them to ask white folks. So, Sanders, he said, 1, Sanders has opposed immigration reform in the past on grounds that it hurts workers, which is kind of a right-wing look at them Freudian slips, right-wing talking point. And then he said, 2, only 3 members of Congress have endorsed him, and a lot just don't like him, so that's some bullshit. But,
I mean,
Then he said regarding Netroots, Seattle, always circling back to the economic equality rather as a pivot from racial equality. I'm not saying that she's good, but that Bernie's not really good on it either. and he's saying, I'm just working off my notes. So he's just a messenger, y'all. And I asked him about if they realize how anti-black the Clintons are. He asked, and he said their rebuttal wasn't so much that she's good, but that Sanders is problematic as well. And to that, I said that is some of the most... and to that, I'm revising my statement from the chat room.
Answer the question.
Exactly. Answer the
what
question.
You thought about her.
Answer the question.
You ain't answering the question.
So I'm gonna need you to go back undercover
and re-ask.
Leave all this shit out. Don't say ask none about nothing. We got it. Get it. I get it. She's better supposedly because of records, right? Because of facts. And niggas don't like Bernie Sanders. They just don't like him,
what
right?
Facts?
But no, he's legislature and shit. Like, she already had a job up there. So basically, she was already at the office. Okay. So motherfuckers trust her.
But we can't talk about all her offenses in the last
I need to send him back.
3 weeks.
I need to send him back in there and ask about Haiti. Ask about all this shit and how she doesn't know how to respond when protesters come at her. Ask about all this shit and ask them how, Sway. How? There it is. So go back in with the wire, bro, if you can. I understand if it's a high-pressure situation. You might need to, like, outsource to another white mic because they might know you from the show. I don't know. I don't know if they're listening.
They might
I'm
get
just saying.
suspicious.
Oh, I get hot, though. So I just wanted to say. He said he'll go back undercover, asking specifically about the anti-black stuff. Can we give him a clap up for Air Out Wednesday? We appreciate you, MJ Krantz. Mecha Godzilla said they ain't got the answers. They don't. And they will not understand how, Sway. Let's get into some more things to talk about some things, okay? So here's the news was really out here. Okay. You know what? I think I need glasses, family. Okay, here we go. Erykah Badu, though.
Glasses, hearing aids.
She wrote a series of tweets, and I want to preface this air out by saying I see where she was going for the all-inclusive, we need to love and protect each other shit, but no. Sorry, y'all, no. And, whatever. So here we go. I'm going to read them, then we're going to go to the ones that I'm not feeling because it's part of it. You made a whole statement. We're going to read the whole statement. Now we're going to get to the problematic part of the statement. Okay, boom. So here we go. Here are the tweets. She goes, there was an article ruling that high school girls lower their skirts so male teachers are not distracted. I agreed because I am aware that we live in a sex-driven society. It is everyone's, male and female's, responsibility to protect young ladies. One way to protect youth is to remind them that we are all sexual in nature, and as they grow and develop, it's natural to attract men. I'm just going to keep reading. It is not them who's doing anything wrong by being beautiful and attractive, but with such imbalance in our society, it is smart to be aware and awake. All right. I'm in the building for that. Men and women both go through cycles of arousal. Men automatically are attracted to women of childbearing age. I want my daughters to understand this. I want them to be themselves and wear what they like, yet be aware, not ignore our differences. Males should be taught to be responsible for their actions from childhood. It is not okay to prey on young women, but I do think it is unnatural for a heterosexual male to be attracted. But, excuse me, hold on. Gotta go back. But do I think it is unnatural for a heterosexual male to be attracted to a young woman in a revealing skirt? No, I think it is his nature. Okay. I don't know when she became a scientist, though. But anyway, consequently, we must all be aware and responsible. We must protect our young women. We must teach our young men. And if I had a school, I would make sure that uniform skirt length was a knee length, a nice knee length. It is fair to everyone. If I had a school, I would make sure the uniform skirt length was a nice knee length. That came up twice. Young women, you are beautiful. Young men, you are beautiful. Protect one another, right? Okay, and then the tweets came in and the backlash. But I just want to talk about, as far as us in the room and in the chat room, here's my issue. My issue was a couple of things. But do I think it's unnatural for a heterosexual male to be attracted to a young woman in a revealing skirt? No, I think it is his nature. What? Okay, here's my issue, family. Do I think it is unnatural? Whatever. I don't know, right? but you're not supposed to take that opportunity to say, oh shit, I'm hot and I'm bothered, and now I'm gonna just assault this chick, or I can't control it, or I'm a teacher here, and as a teacher, I need to like make sure that these skirts are all the way down because I can't control I cannot teach properly. Like, you're supposed to be an adult. We dealing with young people. We dealing with kids, men and women, because you got these women teachers out here trying to get these, you know what I'm saying, young males, and they're not even showing anything.
With men.
Right, and they're not even showing anything. So what is this natural shit? Like, yo, you a teacher, you an authority, you an adult, and you dealing with young people. You're not supposed to be looking at them in a certain way, and if you are, you go home and handle that. You don't fucking make a thing out of it over here. Like, you the monster. You straight Hillary Rodham monstering right now. Like, yo, what is this?
So here's my take.
All right.
They should dress appropriately because they should dress appropriately, not because a man can't handle himself. Same way niggas need to wear their belts in school and have their pants tucked the fuck in. So dress should be based upon you should be dressed properly in school.
Right.
That's it.
Not for sexual
Nothing else.
desire.
No other reason.
Somebody wrote on my Twitter, I agree because lust needs to be disciplined. I'm like, lust needs to be disciplined? Who the fuck are you that lust needs to be disciplined? Where did you where did you come from in the world that your the lust of a man or a woman has to be disciplined? I need to beat down this lust when I'm around these kids.
I mean, because we live in America. We live in the Western world where sex is life. Sex sells everything. And that's why people have fucking problems. That's why people can't control themselves.
Shout out to Roz, who said, we should also stop babying men into thinking it's okay and natural for them to act like that. They should just be decent human beings. Badu's tweets make it seem like men can't control themselves and it's just natural for men to be creeps. This reeks of the old styling of rape laws that said a woman could not withdraw consent because a man just can't overcome his natural urges. There's no science behind that, and I agree. Like, yo, so because of your natural urges as a heterosexual male,
and here's a funny thing though, it's not
whether the skirt is up her ass,
it's not natural urges. See, it's definitely not urges.
That's our argument.
It's not natural urges. What it is the permission.
It's
the permission that this, our commercial society gives men to do things, and the privilege factor. Because I know me personally, I don't feel that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think you're pretty weird if you're looking at teenage girls in school.
Right. Or teenage boys.
I got a problem.
And vice versa.
I got a problem with you doing that. I got a problem with you being a fucking pedophile.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's what it boils down to. This natural nature shit. No. No.
And you know what? And here's the other thing, though. See, like, you got to put things in context, too, as far as the relationships that men and women have, as far as copulation, building family and stuff like that. We live in fucking America.
Right.
We don't live in a different age. We don't live in a different place where
this is not
a young woman may wed a man when she's 15.
Right.
We don't live that.
And
here.
this is not just Erykah Badu, whatever, talking out of her neck. This is like, yo, I see this shit on TV, and I told y'all this. I watch my little teeny bopper shows. You know, I got my guilty pleasures, and I like the drama. I like the drama without the curse words, right? So I watch my teeny bopper family shows, and I'm mad that I'm watching supposedly some type of a family channel, and it got a show with these girls are teenagers. They're in high school.
Yo.
And, yo, why was she dating the teacher? Yo, and go into his house, and so, like, you got this shit that, like, oh, well, it's normal because the teacher looks young, and he looks like maybe 5 years older than me, so it's okay. No! I thought that shit was so weird and inappropriate. And then you got Mary Kay talking about Mary Kay Letourneau, and they married now, and that's cool and whatever, but she talking about I fell in love with this 14-year-old boy, and we got 3 kids together now, and he's 28 and whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, no! That's not how it works. That's not her. This fucking let me discipline your lust shit. Y'all niggas should not be teachers or authoritarians. Like, no, that's not how this shit works. Whatever it is, I made that shit up and it works.
Shout out to Cortez NYC. He says appropriate dress code shouldn't be based on curbing sex drive. Dress code should be set to make you feel like you're ready to work hard.
And if there was a school
Because, like,
that
even-
had sweatpants as a dress code all the time, like, I know I could send those little motherfuckers out to do some work. Like, yo, you comfy.
Exactly.
You got no excuse.
When you come to my
Sweatpants
job, there's no
school.
reason for you not to have
You know
a
what?
belt
I'm
on.
making sweatpants
There's no reason
school
for
a
your
thing.
pants to be hanging
Word.
off of you. There's no reason for you to look disheveled. You know what I mean? When you got to stand here and you got to handle a customer.
So I'm not here for this Erykah Badu shit, this fluffy, flowery, and then she framed it around this. We need to protect each other's shit. Yo, at the end of the day, you just said grown-up motherfuckers cannot handle themselves around young people. So now we have to make the young people teach them that yeah, your body's beautiful, but everything she said, and then she fucked it up with but. So if you're not gonna say nothing, don't say shit.
You know what? We have a problem with blending and mixing things that shouldn't have nothing to do with each other. When you go to school, school's about learning, educate. Well, you know what school's supposed to be and whatever. But it's not about none of that shit. It's not about your boyfriend and your girlfriend. It's about getting these fucking books, learning how to read, learn how to add and shit. You know what I mean? Learning what you need to learn to prepare you for the outside world.
Right.
So even when you have discussions with kids have hormones and stuff, but you tell them, but you didn't come to school for this. You didn't come to hang out.
We didn't come to school
at the
for
fucking-
hormones.
No, you didn't.
No.
So was it different with the fucking teachers?
Yeah. Teachers, dear teachers, y'all
Like-
niggas didn't come to school for hormones.
You came to teach.
Word. So you out here, so now you smelling the scent of like 30, 17-year-olds, and that's too much for you? You in the wrong place, my G. You in the wrong place. If the perfume is too scented, you got to go. Bye. They out here smelling your kids, adults. Listen, chat roommates. They out here smelling your kids and telling them that it's their fault and they got to dress some old different way. No, it's this creepy-ass teacher and the creepy teacher lady and the creepy teacher man. I see them looking. And you know what? That shit is inappropriate, and it's not my fault as a woman or a young woman student, or it's not their fault, or it's not their fault as a male. And you know what? And that shit is funny too for the male students, because you know there's that prowess, you know, of being taken by a woman teacher. So that for them is a notch on the belt. They don't even realize that shit is wrong. So now you got, you know,
Confused. You got Chris Brown's running around.
Chris Brown's running around. Because, yo, the pheromones is too much. These teachers, these adults can't handle it. I'm sorry.
Mind you, they don't want to teach sexual education in school. Some schools.
Say that, Constance.
They don't want to teach you about preventing AIDS and all kinds of other diseases.
They don't want to teach you
none
about
of that.
condoms, about birth control.
But we wanna talk
meanwhile,
about-
lower your skirts
Yeah, lower
because
that-
these
lower-
fucking
yeah,
urges.
lower the skirts.
You know what? This is Air on Wednesday, and all y'all motherfuckers, predators.
Because it's all backwards.
And
Because
shit.
it all makes no sense.
It makes zero sense.
It's chaos.
Koopy said, make it more like making R. Kelly's. Right.
Well, that
I mean,
too,
all
but
that.
No, I'm talking about
R.
Chris
Kelly's,
Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown
in
was
terms of him saying he was very young when he first had sex, and he had sex with
and
like
he
a babysitter or something
did
like
not
that.
understand the repercussions of
Yeah.
what his life would later be. And
Yeah.
look at his life.
So the idea,
Look at his life now.
The idea of, you know, well, I was 14. I had sex with my 20-something babysitter.
Yeah.
That's not
like,
okay.
yo, I know way too many people that's normal for.
It's not okay.
Yeah. Oh, see? I can't even. See, it's a cycle of messes. MJ Krantz reminds us that R. Kelly was sexually abused
I
as
never
a
knew
child
that.
and went on to abuse.
I never knew
And it's a
that.
mess and a cycle of messes and that keep poisoning people.
I never knew that at
Yeah.
all.
Oh, yeah. I
don't know,
I
so
remember
you
his
can barely
articles
read,
saying stuff
but
like
other
that.
than that.
Yeah. So, you know what?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything really,
And-
but it
and it
does
doesn't-
make,
and I-
but it I can understand why he is who he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why he is a serial whatever he is.
And I just want to say on some like disclaimer shit, that doesn't mean that people that have been sexually abused or molested are going to go on
Are
to
gonna do it.
sexually
Or
abuse and
that
molest.
it's okay that they do it. But
Right.
when you want to process why people do things, and once again, attacking the disease that is in them,
You know what?
versus
I
attacking the
just had a
person
thought,
like
though.
they're a very malicious, terrible, evil. You know.
I just had a thought.
What?
You know what? I don't know about the school and how they run their checks or whatever, but
I will fuck a teacher up, B.
yo, no. When
Oh.
your kids are going to school, any school, high school, whatever school you want, yo, run all the teachers' names through the sex offender database.
Do it.
Go ahead. I think that would be a prudent and wise decision on
And you
a
know
parent's
what? As we're talking about this
a
shit
parental
again, and we
level.
talk about how we you know, we don't have time, and a lot of parents say, well, I don't have the time and I can't be there. You need to find time to fucking have a one-on-one with every damn teacher in that school at least once in a year, so you can get an assessment, so you can test your you know, what does your intuition tell you about this motherfucker that's gonna be with your kid? Right.
If there's any description,
that's up to you, man.
If a school or administration uses any description that says this is like they could say inappropriate, I get it. But if they describe as something being too sexy, then they've already sexualized the situation. Right? Okay, you can't wear over the shoulder, not because it's inappropriate, because it's too sexy. That means they've already sexualized the situation. Yo, think about the language they're using, man, and how they out here smelling on your kids. That's all I'm saying. So there's that. I'm your girl TK. Uncle Conscious is in the building. We are here. It's Air Out Wednesday. I don't think we have time for this last story, but I might be able to get actually direct line to that story. So actually, I don't mind holding it. But, man, this is crazy. Queendom in the chat room, we're talking about the last story we did as far as the Erykah Badu tweets and you know, making it the responsibility of young people or whatever, or people. Victim, I feel like it's victim blaming. It doesn't matter what you wear, folks. You don't deserve to be assaulted. It doesn't matter what you look like. You don't deserve to be assaulted. You wear a hijab, you don't deserve to be assaulted. You look like whatever you look like, you don't deserve to be assaulted. Guess what? That means the person doing the assaulting is crazy, is sick, is terrible, is a predator, is an awful motherfucker.
Is a bully.
Is a bully.
You don't deserve to be a part of a joke you didn't ask to be a part of.
Right.
Oh, take it easy. It's just a joke.
It's just a joke. No. Queendom said in the chat room, she said, it's crazy you said that, as far as I said, you know, I just mentioned running these teachers through the database, but maybe running your neighbor or you're checking your neighborhood. She said she told her homegirl to do this yesterday, and she was in tears on the phone about how many lives amongst folks and the crimes that they've committed. She has a 5-year-old girl. And let me see. Oh, I want to give a chat room check-in to Malika Michaela from Alaska, who's tuned in and turned up. And she said all school districts are required to run fingerprints of teachers prior to hire and then every 2 years or so. Yeah. But that doesn't mean a teacher can't become a predator during their career. There isn't a way to tell if someone is gonna become a perp, right? There's no. It's just like life, right?
But it definitely
people change and they become.
You definitely need to be in the space with the people that are gonna deal with your children.
Yeah.
At the least, at bare minimum, you need to go in there and look a motherfucker in the eye. So just in case, you got to give them a handshake or give them appreciation for the work they did with your kid, or you got to put a fucking bullet in their head.
Or if the kid comes to you, if your kid or whoever, if you have a group of children, if you have a couple of children that come to your house and they trust you and they say something feels weird about Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, and you don't automatically take the adult side. You have to go investigate that. You might believe the little kid is lying, but you have to investigate and rule out that shit.
People leave too much to just people aren't really doing what they need to do with their kids, man.
Yeah.
They're not being there.
Ah, jeez.
We all got to work, but your child is important.
Go investigate these people that are spending all your time, all the time that you can't with your kids. So anyway, guys, it's almost our time. Conscious, you have any last things to say?
Hey, yo, son, mind your
business. Don't live on the yellow line.
Don't you live on the yellow line. Mind your business. If you're not built like that, don't talk like you are.
Oop. Word. And on that note.
Because the most conscious motherfucker might knock you out.
Ha.
Yeah.
See what he did there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I got nothing. I just want to review this situation with y'all.
Nothing. Zero. Zip. Zip.
We went in on this situation, the problematic statements made by Miss Erykah Badu, which are not anything new by any standards. This is like old people thinking. They out here blaming the kids on shit, and they're nah, son. I don't like. We don't like that. We don't like that. Nobody deserves to be assaulted in any way, sexually, physically, or whatever. And this all people, Yo, we not all out here protecting each other. It's like, for real, that's like a utopia. So what we got to do is when the shit goes down, you really come for these teachers, come for these adults that are out here smelling on your kids. Because the kids be out here, they ripe, and they in high school or middle school. Son, the adults, they act like they don't know what time it is.
And they eat all this wild
This
food.
is not
and
the
their
job
bodies
for
are
them.
different.
This is not the job for them. We also aired out Bill DiBlasio, Hillary Clinton. We also got info from MJ Krantz, our chat roommate, a.k.a. undercover brother, White Mike.
Yeah.
And on that note, it's our time.
TK and AM giving you 3 reasons to wake up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern, only here on Bonfire Radio.
What's next?
Liquidity Mix Show.
Yes, right
Join
here.
us tomorrow night.
What's
for
tomorrow?
URL.
Uncommon Radio Live.
With DJ Samurai Banana and NASA.
And if you haven't noticed, our Thursday playlist, all day Thursdays, all
Indie
independent
Thursday.
artists. It's Indie Thursday, leading all the way into Uncommon Radio Live. We have different playlists on different days of the week. Check it out. Y'all have a great day. We love you for listening.